Hello, YouTube. I'm just sitting here doing some push-ups with the pylons, taking in the beautiful world that we are in. It's a crazy one, but it's the world we're in. And I just wanted to put some thoughts out there into the world because I've had some crazy realizations about just manifesting the impossible, creating the impossible, and proving to yourself, it's shocking yourself as to what you're capable of doing. Before, as of a month ago, I'd look at any software like Instagram and be like, how does this work? Like, how does this app function? What is going on here? How does Twitter work? What is going on? And how does eBay work, right? Well, by saying, you know what? This is the scariest thing ever. Yet so you know it's right. When I was terrified of doing this and starting this AI company, I was literally shaking. I was so scared because I knew how hard it was going to be. And I couldn't sleep thinking about it. But that was the exact reason why I had to do it. And when I started doing it, I just fully surrendered to it. I was like, I don't know anything. I'm open for ideas. I was going on calls, learning from people. I was just in it. I was just 100% receptive to the learning process and just absorbing myself into how do I set up a stack? What are the right tools? What are the best possible databases I could use? What is the best possible web dev tools I could use? What's the best possible in 2025? What is the best possible tools to use to vibe code with AI to make this tool that will change e-commerce forever? And I started out incredibly ambitious. I jumped into it straight out of the gate. And by doing that, after a month, I just sold the first item that was listed with my AI tool called Exposure AI on kaizenseller.com. And I mean, it is proof that these listings are dialed in. They're perfect. The only thing that I had to manually update was the pricing because it did the pricing perfectly the way I wanted it. But I was like, I want more money for it. So it priced at $1 to the nearest 88 cents under the lowest price in the same exact condition on eBay, like I told it to. That was the pricing strategy I have set up. But I was like, I want a little bit more money out of it. So I increased it because there was some that weren't in the box and then mine was in a box. So I could dial it in, I could tweak it. Hey, look at the picture. Maybe use vision to read the picture. Is it in the box or not? I mean, you could do anything. And now after a month, I not only understand how software works, I feel like I can do anything, and software is the way to get there. I really truly believe that the way to make so much money that work is an optional, which is happening right now, is to guide AI to build businesses, products, and services. And our children won't work. Okay? That's just a fact. And if it's not our children, it's our children's children. They're not going to work. It's coming. The personal computer came out 50 years ago. We're at an accelerated rate. Elon Musk thinks we're going to have universal high income. It's either that or the Terminator scenario where we all die from AI. But if we maximize AI to be maximally truth-seeking and realizing that, hey, we're kind of interesting. Humans are kind of interesting. Let's help humanity kind of move forward. If the right people are at the helm of this thing and we can actually steer it in the right direction, I think we can make it. So we actually get to the point where I think Elon's totally right with this. We're going to have so much wealth generated from having every product and service that we could ever imagine. that we're good. We don't have to work anymore. I mean, it's just going to be a matter of what's your purpose and finding your purpose in life. And I believe that Gen Z is the first generation that can actually glitch through the matrix and get to the point where work is optional, because they've automated everything, and there's robotics and there's AI. And if you just surrender to it, because it's coming whether you like it or not, and you kind of just start riding the lightning, you can glitch through right now. And I already have. Like, I don't really need to work for the rest of the year. The only reason I'm coding still is I actually tried to stop coding the AI tool. I really did. I was like, I'm done. October 31st, Halloween, I'm done. I'm going to hire software engineers to do it for me. I literally can't stop. I'm obsessed. And I have so much fun doing it, even though it's like the most grueling thing ever. I love it more than anything I've ever done work-related ever. It is obsessed over it. It's just a time slip. I just love doing it. And I'm fully immersed in it the whole time I'm doing it. And it's just the perfect thing for me to be doing right now. Essentially, I've got it to the point now where so Kaizen Seller is based on the philosophy of Kaizen, which is incremental improvement. And Toyota is notorious for using these Kaizen principles. And there's actually a term called Jidoka automation, which is automation with a human touch. And what all the AI tools have wrong is they're using pictures to make all the listings. That's incorrect. That makes the accuracy points be more like, 2 to 3 or 4 to 5, maybe even high as 6 or 7. But to get to 8 or 9, the 8 or 9 accuracy level, like, you need to have a little bit of user-fed information. And that's what Tech and Sports got wrong. That's what Better Lister got wrong. That's what all these guys got wrong. And Tech and Sports didn't know how the tool worked, but it's okay. I'll take the baton and I'll lead us to the right direction, because I can. It was great because I could see the failures, and they honestly they did the trial and failure for me. I saw what they did right. I saw what they did wrong. Okay, now get out of the way. I'm going to do it better. And that's just the reality. Like, it's hyper competitive out here, and especially if you're in the AI business. So I have to compete. So that's what I'm doing. And I'm willing to collaborate with some of them. But the reality was, first stream, when I had absolutely no idea what I was doing. You can go back to the end of the first stream. Absolutely no idea what I was doing. I was freaking out. I was super scared, but something was propelling me to do this. Like, I think it's like a higher power that was like forcing me to just do it, just try it. And so, like, get out of the way. Like, this is bigger than me. You can't stop this. Well, what happened is the guy, Andrew Clark, who coded part of Better Lister, now Spadeberry, he came into the chat and was like, "Hey, you show my tool on your stream." I was like being super cool. I was like, "Oh, cool, yeah, man. Will you tell me how it works and stuff? Will you help me out, help me learn?" So I went on there. He sent me an email with login information. Little did I know, in the email it says "entertain us, LOL." So that was cool of him to say. And I went on there. I was showing it, and then I was like, "Hey, it's doing." I just try to have it do one product. It's taken a really long time. Like, it's pretty slow, and can't really get the condition right, and it's just like. But I was overall like, it's cool. It's making a product. It's doing the thing that you said it would do. And then he was like, "Buddy, you have no idea. 300,000 lines of code. You have no chance. Like, this is so hard." And yeah, it really rubbed me the wrong way and kind of poked the bear. And that dark energy from people that say stuff like that is all I need. I want it so much, because when people do that, it is a blessing, because I have rocket fuel. And that's exactly what you've seen on these streams. Like, I went in 22 days, I made a fully working product generation tool that beats his tool. And the reality is, I can't really say much, but his tool is going to be gone. because there's some things behind the scenes that happened, and didn't really do a very good job protecting information, and it's going to be gone. So these guys they're biting the dust, and the very best tool that I could possibly make has to be made by me. And I've been mentored by Josh Galt, who made Better Lister. He's a great guy. I really love him as just a person. Like, he's just a great guy, and he's super supportive of me, and I want to collaborate with them and push this further and into the future. But ultimately, I'm trying to build something that no one's ever tried to make, and no one can really stop me, because I'm an outsider. I don't have any investors. I could do anything I want, and that's how I want it. That's how I crazy enough as it was, decided to commit to this thing. So the only people I'm really going to be hiring is a guy as of this week to make the tool super safe, like bulletproof safe, so user data is safe. And then I'm going to have a software engineer come in and help me with machine learning, because it's so advanced. And I already set it up so, like, it's just kind of the secret sauce. But the way this tool is working is like, okay, Kaizen means incremental improvement. Well, machine learning is the same thing. Machine learning is the AI learning over time based on user inputs. So essentially, when Exposure AI generates a listing, it finds the right eBay category. Now, like, I have all 20,000 eBay categories in a database, and it's searching through using like search terms and search tokens and VEX, and it's a whole thing. But it's essentially finding the perfect eBay category, but sometimes it's not exactly perfect. And what you can do is actually just, it's not a ground fault circuit breaker. Let's just have it be circuit breaker. That's probably more accurate. Well, if you make that change, the AI will learn from that, and site-wide. So the whole tool, everyone that's using it will help increase the accuracy over time, and it'll be really heavily based on your company too. So it'll be a little slight adjustment to the way the AI thinks from everyone's data, but it'll be heavy updating based on each user's updates, because each company is different, right? That's using my tool. Each person's selling different things. They're different. They're experts in their specific category. And if they're selling in, let's say, DVDs or something, they know more about DVDs than most people, and they're going to help the AI get the category right next time, and it remembers. So that's machine learning. That's the connection that I've made, is the Kaizen philosophy, this ancient proven philosophy in business. That's these techniques that work. Like, my whole warehouse is Kaizen warehouse. Like, you see, there's nothing on the ground. If you go back to my warehouse tour, everything's dialed in. There's no waste. And that's what I want to do with this AI tool, like incrementally improve over time, continuously, with everyone involved. That's the Kaizen way. And once the Exposure AI is released, then I'm going to be releasing Selling Nexus, which is pretty much the cross-listing capabilities, which won't be that hard. I think it'll release shortly after. No promises, but I think it'll be shortly after, where you can list on eBay, or eBay, BigCommerce. You can list on Amazon. You can list on Google Shopping, run some ads on your website. And you can do all of this from one product, and you can sync the condition, the quantity within like 15 minutes is what I want to get it down to. So if someone buys something on eBay, it's going to update the quantity on Amazon. And you can also edit listings on Selling Nexus instead of going on eBay. So you don't have to, I don't know if you can set up, there's two things I don't know if you can set up. I know you can set up everything else. I don't know if you can set up promoted listings and volume pricing, but I'm gonna try to figure it out. I think those are that's the only thing I'm unsure of, but you can edit every other column through my tool. If I could set it up to do that, that'd be really cool. I just don't think it allows you to. I don't think there's API access. So you might have to just go on eBay, select the 200 items you just made, and add some promoted listings on top of it, like 2% or whatever. That would be like the only manual thing you'd have to do. But I want to make it automated. I'll see if I can. But everything else will be so dialed in. Like all the orders will go through Selling Nexus. So you're going to see every order from every sales channel, and there's going to be a simple integration with ShipStation, and you'll be able to ship everything out of ShipStation. But if you like the rates on eBay, you could definitely go on eBay and ship everything out, and then it'll fulfill the orders in Selling Nexus. Some people will use that, some people won't. It is what it is, but it's good to set it up because let's say you're doing consignment like me. I want to make it so every order goes into the system so you can actually make reports for clients. So like that's what I need to do. That it's helping my company exponentially. It's making Chase Surplus 100% autopilot with automation, and where I don't have to send reports out every month. I don't have to track every sale for each client on consignment. This is all going to be in the tool. Like this is stuff that no one else is thinking of, that I have real world experience doing, and I'm going to implement these things that are going to be great. But other than that, guys, I mean, kind of scoping out a little bit, this has changed the way I look at everything. I mean, I thought this was impossible because I didn't know anything about coding. I had absolutely no experience, and everyone thought I would fail. Everyone thought I wasn't going to be able to do this. They're like, I'd be very surprised if you could vibe code a list easier. It's like, okay, well, stuff like that, if I was anybody else, would have been, it would have, this is the problem I have with that guy, Andrew Clark. People like that, if I was anybody else, they would feel so scared. I can't get the right word here, but so deterred from doing it. Like they would just give up, and they would kill their dreams, and they would be unhappy because they never tried, or they stopped trying. And I say, fuck that. Those are the exact people that you need to pretty much wipe out, because they're not supposed to be the ones that are leading the way, especially with something this important, like changing the entire landscape of e-commerce. If you're an asshole and you're leading the way on this thing, get out of the way. We gotta crush you. The greed is too much. The investor interest is too much. Get out of the way. We need the smartest minds. Like, I know at List Easier, they have really smart guys that are coding this thing, and I love being up there with those guys, because those are the people I want to be around. I'm going to be Hail Mary emailing the smartest software engineers in the entire world to help me make this tool. Again, I'm willing to spend $100,000 to do it. It's already pretty much done. I could release a beta and give away access to it for free for a while at the current state right now. I mean, it's that good, and I just code the whole thing. But I could make it so much smarter with machine learning that it'll put all the other tools to shame. It'll be light years ahead, and it'll be a no-brainer to use my tool. My pricing will be the cheapest on the market. I don't care. I'm willing to lose money on this thing to get it to where I need it to be. I will funnel every penny I have from my other company into this thing because it's that important. And yeah, that's pretty much it. It's a 20-minute video. I'm gonna stop here, but thanks for watching. So I just had to get some thoughts out there. I'm going to be giving away the tool for free forever to anyone that was watching my streams. Just email me at chase@kaizenseller.com. Say you watch all my streams, I'll give you free access. That is like getting free access to selling on eBay for life. This is a big deal. So if you were watching me and you kept me company while I was streaming, I want to give back. And then anybody that's interested in testing out the tool, if you go on kaizenseller.com, there's actually a way you can go on there and request to be a beta user to actually try it out, and totally free. It'll make products for you, have fun, go crazy. I'll make it super easy, so you just make the products and you can just press a button to list on eBay. There's not going to be that cross-listing capabilities quite yet, but at the very least, you'll be able to start making listings better than anybody else, any other tool out there for eBay. And I'm gonna hire some people to help me market this thing and get it really big, and it will be the biggest. I have no doubt. I'm absolutely certain that this will be the biggest soon too. It's happening. I'm riding that lightning, and it's a crazy feeling. It's the unknown. I'm doing something that does not exist yet, and it's the next step. It's the next step for reselling. It's the next step for e-commerce. It's the future. No one's ever done it. No one's put these pieces together, but I'm here. I'm doing it. I will be light years ahead of everybody else, and I'll have the smartest people in the world helping me build it. That's all. Thanks for watching. Thanks for joining me on this journey. Thanks for the support. And I hope you are inspired by me proving, without a doubt, because I've coded every line of code live up until now. I have to stop because it's getting into the secret sauce. But I did the thing, I did the thing. If I can do it in 22 days, you can do anything. Nothing's impossible. Don't let anybody tell you can't do something. They're wrong, and you have to crush them. And yeah, I keep saying this, but big people are getting on the podcast soon. For real, it's worth the wait. Trust me. The biggest. And yeah, you'll see. Okay, thanks so much for watching. Take care. Bye.